Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and today we are watching episode 1 of season 6 of Supernatural. So really excited to get started with this because of a bunch of different reasons actually. First of all, it's really nice to get back to Supernatural, watch more Supernatural. Exciting to start a new season and see what this one's going to bring and so on. Also because it feels like it's a huge generation shift, kinda, or like I don't know how to explain it. I know, of course, I've heard it in the comments and so on, that the first 5 seasons, it was conceived as a 5-season show at first, by and run by this guy Eric Kripke. He was the one who was the showrunner for it, and it was conceived as it was going to end after 5 seasons, and it was this whole story with Lucifer, like everything led up to the apocalypse, and then the apocalypse happened, and now we have season 6. It's like I've said before, it's kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where it's like 15 years leading up to Thanos, and then we beat Thanos, and now we're making more Marvel movies. Like, what's that going to look like? It's a huge change, because where do you go from here? I think for individual episodes, it's not going to be an issue. Like, we still have ghosts and this and that, like demons, and like we have all the usual stuff that we still can deal with in like individual cases. But like the larger story, the more seasonal plots, like what's that going to be? That's interesting. That's really interesting. And we ended on a cliffhanger, so that's also very interesting. Like, what's going to happen now? Like, we didn't end on the cliffhanger I thought we would end on. Like, I thought the cliffhanger we would end on would be that, like, Sam, with Lucifer possessing Sam jumps into the pit and is locked up, and we need to figure out how to get Sam out of there. But Sam is already out. He was locked up. It was Adam, their brother Adam, with Michael possessing him, and Sam with Lucifer possessing him. And now Sam is out. Is Lucifer out as well? Don't know. I don't think so, because Lucifer's story was last season. Like, that was... He can't have another season. We can't just, like, start that up again, Maybe we can, I don't know. But, like, Sam is out. And I don't know how. It's going to be really interesting, and I'm guessing that's going to be a huge part of this season, is figuring out, like, how did he get out, and, like, what did it? I'm guessing God did it, because, like, I can't imagine what else. And I'm assuming that Chuck is God, based on everything we've seen from him. Like he said it when we first saw him, like the very first episode with Chuck. He said that, like, there's only one explanation for this: I'm God. And then the way he vanished and so on is like a bit of an aside, but, like, yeah, I'm guessing God got Sam out. I don't know who else could do it. But then the question is why? Why did he do it, and so on? So, like, there's a lot of questions here. Dean didn't do it. Dean went to see Lisa. I'm curious to see what this is going to be like. Like, I know that it's going to be like this conflict, because Dean thought that Sam was gone. That Sam was, like, was going to give up on Sam and try to live with Lisa. And Ben was the kid's name. And, like, now Sam is back, so he's going to be torn. Do I stay here, and do I go with Sam? And, like, of course he's going to go with Sam, because, it's Supernatural. It's about them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that works, and see if and how the dynamic has changed. It's also interesting because there's, as I said, like, Eric Kripke, as I've learned, has stepped down as the showrunner, and it's another person who runs the show now. And, like, it's very much like a new book, like turning the page, you usually say, but, like, yeah, it's definitely that, and I'm really curious to see what this is going to be. So let's find out, shall we, and get to it. Before we start, though, I just quickly want to mention the Patreon. On the Patreon, I am like 6 to 8 episodes ahead. That is 3 to 4 weeks. The episodes over there are also uncut. They're not edited down like here on YouTube. And there's all the other shows and movies and stuff I do. So if that interests you, feel free to check it out. Link is in the description down below. With that, let's get into episode 1 of season 6 of Supernatural. 1 year ago. Okay. So we're starting 1 year after this happened. Okay.
You go find Lisa. You go live some normal apple pie life.
And he has been for a year now then. Okay. It's gonna be a weird. Come on, Dean, smile. There you go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh man, this is gonna suck because this is what Dean deserves and what he should have. And then Sam is gonna be back and it's gonna be like, I have to go with my brother. Like, you can tell that he is still tortured, but like, this is what he needs to heal, I think. Man, I want to say that this makes me so happy, but it doesn't, because I know that it's not gonna last. If it did last, then I would be so happy. No, can't have it all, huh? Working on the car together. So, when did Sam come back? When was the scene we saw at the end of the previous season? Was it now after 1 year, or was that earlier and Sam has been out and about? Because you know that would be such a Winchester thing to do, because it's his brother and he wants the world for Dean. If possible.
And thank God this is before Facebook, right? Because it'd be me and that goat all over the internet.
That's right.
So
yeah, it's very different now.
Suburbia.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, believe me, I know.
Yeah, you really
So you
do.
traveled around a lot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Traveled around a ton. It must be weird to be settling down like this.
So I've been buying you beer for a year. And I think that means you owe me a couple of gory details.
Oh, no, there's not much to tell.
No, I mean, you can't tell. People wouldn't believe.
Crap jobs that nobody else wanted.
Like?
Like pest control.
Yeah, I was gonna say extermination, but close.
You have no idea what's in some people's walls.
No, we know. Yeah, literally.
I think she likes you.
You think?
What is it with you? Like, every time.
Yeah, but now he doesn't want it anymore because he has Lisa. Come on, Dean, you can't leave someone hanging. This is gonna be completely innocent, or this is gonna be something. No, this is probably not innocent. It's a bit tense, actually. I like it. I do really love spooky vibes. It's just that they very rarely do anything to me. But this show is pretty good at it, actually. Are we getting a jump scare? No, not really. You? Something with claws?
So no reports of anything around Vineland and Oak Street? Near that hotel renovation?
Dean can't let it go, of course. Because he's a good person. And it's like, it's, you know, the standard situation. With great powers and power and so on comes great responsibility, so. Like, because he knows what's out there, he can't let it go.
Who was that?
Sid, we're just setting up a poker game.
You're lying. Why are you lying? Lisa knows. Actually. Yeah, good. I was gonna say, because, like, it must be scary being in one place for this amount of time. Because, I mean, he has made a lot of enemies. I'm wondering what this is. Because the claws are fairly... Like, I'm thinking werewolf, but like... Daytime? Well, maybe the laundry might have been out overnight. I guess. Hey, little guy.
Remember when I said I was in pest control? Well, possums carry rabies, so...
That's actually a good excuse.
What's that?
Sulfur. So demon. Oh, baby's packed away.
So I just ran into Sid. Did you shoot a Yorkie?
Yes, almost. Like you're being fishy.
Are you hunting something?
But I'm pretty sure that I got worked up over nothing. I'll tell you what, just because, you know, I have an OCD thing.
Yeah, what's it called? Like hypervigilance, I think, maybe?
And I'll do one last sweep just to be 100%.
See, this is better. You should just come out like this and talk to her about it because, you know, she's aware. It's not like you have to hide it from her. The jacket. Oh yeah, he's really packed away his whole life. But things have a way of coming back. Is it gonna be Ben? Because I'm thinking he's freaking out here over something that isn't here. I think that's the theme of this episode. That like he's seeing ghosts. Figuratively, not literally. And then, you know, he's gonna start doubting himself and like... Holy moly.
Look what the apocalypse shook loose.
No, that doesn't work. You're dead.
The Big Daddy brought your pal Cash back, right? So why not me? Add a little spice to all that sugar.
But why you? Why? Oh, dude, seriously. Why couldn't it be, what's his name? Alistair. He's my favorite demon so far. Alistair and Crowley.
You really think you were gonna get to keep all of this? You had to know that we were coming for you sometime, pal.
Yeah, but you're dead. I don't buy this, especially since Dean shot him and it just went through. And God wouldn't bring back a demon. He would bring back Castiel. Hey, there's Sam.
Hey, Dean.
That's one way to say hi. Yeah, hey dude, it's been a while.
Yellow Eyes killed me. And
Yellow eyes. That's what you saw?
saw.
You were poisoned. So whatever kind of crazy crap you think you've been seeing, it's not real.
So what poisoned us?
So then are you real or am I still...
I'm real.
Who even knows what's real and what's not? So...
Sammy.
Yeah.
So how long has Sam been up and about? Because he seems very much not surprised. He seems very much like he's been around for a while. Because he's like, he's so cool. He's like a cucumber. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
I've been calling. Cass hasn't answered my prayers. I don't even know where he is. I mean, I was
down
there.
I mean, last we saw Cass, he said he was going to go up to heaven and deal with stuff. It must have been chaos up there, considering Michael's disappearance and so on.
I looked. For weeks.
Yeah, weeks. You have been back for a while.
How long you been back, Sam?
About a year.
About a year?
Okay, so...
You've been back practically this whole time?
Okay, so he's been back.
You have for a long time. Maybe the whole time. I know you.
Yeah.
You only gave it up because of the way we lived. But
Yeah, and if he knows that Sam is back, he's not gonna be able to sit tight.
you deserved some regular life.
I agree. Completely.
You left me alone and you were flying solo?
Not solo.
What?
I hooked up with some other people.
You working with strangers?
They're more like family.
Okay, let's meet them.
My God, you have delicate features for a hunter.
Excuse me?
What do you mean?
Gwen Campbell.
Hey,
Or are they related to your mom?
Campbell,
Like your mom.
Yeah, because I know that mom's family was a hunting family.
I thought all of Mom's relatives were gone.
Yeah, weren't they? Didn't, like, Exile hunt them down? Back in, like, season 2?
Not until I brought you all together.
Samuel.
Come here.
You're dead, dude. But then again, so was... No, I mean, Sam wasn't. He went to hell.
Guys, give me a second with my grandsons here, please.
How are you back, dude? Well, I mean, angels bring back people, but from this long ago?
We're guessing whatever pulled Sam up pulled me down. So whatever this is, we're both a part of it.
But you don't know what that is.
Bingo.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Let's start figuring this mystery out.
I wanted to come get you, of course. Sam was adamant about leaving you out, so we did. Until this.
What? Until what?
A couple of djinn.
Djinn?
Oh.
I thought those were cave-dwelling hermit type.
And I thought that Jinn put you in like a coma and not gave you hallucinations.
You got a cure for djinn poison?
Well, I know a few things. Stick around, I'll show you tricks your daddy never even dreamed of.
Yeah, I mean, I can buy that considering how long... Well, I don't know how long the Campbell family has been hunters, that is, but it is multiple generations at least.
Lisa! Ben! Ben!
So much for the guy you were sent over there to watch. Oh, good lord.
Where are we going?
I'm taking us to a friend's house. Go.
It's okay. Go on up. I'll be there in a sec.
Yeah, Lisa knows that this is serious. Uh-oh. Do they know that Sam is dead? Or was dead? I think she knew that he was dead, yes.
Damn it.
Very understandable reaction.
Just don't touch the decor, okay? Assume it's all loaded.
Oh, guns. That's the decor.
Sam?
You knew! Ah, you jerk. So Dean was the only one who didn't know.
Look,
How long?
all year.
Oh man, that hurts. Like, I want Dean to have a normal life, but not like this.
I collected hundreds of books trying to find anything to bust you out.
You promised you'd leave it alone.
Of course I didn't leave it alone.
Yeah. Did anyone actually believe that he would?
And it's as close to happiness as I've ever seen a hunter get.
How's he doing?
He's okay. How are you?
Look, I know Bobby's a little crotchety, but...
Yeah, of course he's not going to answer that question. Dude, there's people who care about how you're doing.
How could you know a monster was going to show up?
I should have known. I should have known that if I stayed with you that something would come, because something always does.
Yeah, if you're with Dean, you have a target on your back.
You're saying goodbye.
Yeah, it feels like it, huh? Lisa is awesome.
I'm saying I'm sorry.
She seems so understanding.
I was a wreck half the time.
Yeah, well, the guy that basically just saved the world shows up at your door. You expect him to have a couple of issues.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I wanted? More than anything. A guy that Ben could look up to.
Yeah. In many ways, Dean is that, despite being as damaged as he is. That car just feels wrong. It's very appropriate for Sam, though.
Djinn are hard to draw out. Now you've been out of the game for a while. Leave it to the professionals.
Yeah, sure.
Did you save the world? Maybe you didn't, so shut up.
They want Sam and me. They know where I live.
Why do they want Sam and you, though? That's an interesting question to me. The only reason I can think of, besides just in general that Dean and Sam are like legendary hunters, is that if this djinn is related to the other djinn, or they were friends or something.
Really? It's a sport.
How awkward.
Soccer mom, huh? Well, I'll have to look that up on the intranet. You know, believe it or not, I get it.
Yeah, you've been brought through time quite a bit as well, Samuel. Must be weird for you now, huh?
Your brother tell you what we've been dealing with the past few months?
No, not really.
No.
I've never seen anything quite like it. Been working around the clock.
So what's going on?
Yeah, hang with the Winchesters and you'll see quite a number of things that normal hunters don't get into.
I'm knee deep in half-eaten human hearts and exsanguinated 10-year-old, and it's all making me...
Business as usual for the boys then.
You know, you had ancestors hacking the heads off vamps on the Mayflower.
So the Campbell family goes back a long time.
And we're out there dying, trying to get in front of whatever this is. Maybe not the best time for golf.
Yeah, and maybe don't guilt trip Dean. Jerk.
You don't really say much, do you?
Enough.
I guess.
3 djinn off in the trees.
3? How many was it last time? It was just 1, right?
Everybody's got to clear out.
What?
They're not going to come in here until me and Sam are alone.
Pack up, we're out of here.
Whatever, we don't need these people.
Whoever brought you back,
They don't want to be found.
yeah, I get that. But who are they? You know, what do they want? Why?
It's a good question.
Yes, all good questions. I'm sure we'll get there, just gotta have some patience.
The cage.
Yeah.
You want it?
No.
No?
Have a beer, hunt with my family, see you again. So why exactly would I want to think about hell?
Because you need to deal with stuff. The neighbors! Go!
Dean, they're already dead and you know.
This is happening because of me. Me.
Hey, dude! So here's 1, so Dean's gonna have to deal with 2, I'm guessing? Oh.
You made it through that last trip, so how about a big fat double dose?
Oh, she was the bartender. That's where it came from.
That's for our father, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, so they are related. It's revenge. Talk shit about golf now, huh? Oh, this is unfortunate. She only broke the 1 syringe, right? There's still 1 more.
I couldn't sleep at that house.
Yes, this is hallucinations. How unfortunate.
Drink it. Ben, no! You'll feel better. No!
Oh, good lord. Dude has baggage. It should make a difference if you know it's a hallucination, right? Intellectually.
There's something coming for this one, and you can't.
Oh, really?
It's all your fault.
Drink it. You'll feel better. Ben, don't!
I'm wondering if that's true, that something's coming for Ben. That's convenient. Good timing, Samuel.
Got her. Relax.
I'm not gonna kill you. Get her in the van. Quick now before the boys...
Not gonna... Interesting. What are you up to, Samuel? And does Sam know?
Meeting them back at their place. You coming with me?
Of course he is.
No, I'm going back for Lisa and Ben.
You say that now.
I mean, you got to consider the fact that you'll be putting them in danger if you go back.
So what, it's better to leave them alone? Unprotected,
The thing is,
not in danger?
I don't like what Sam is turning into hanging out with the Campbells.
I mean, I did something seriously stupid going out there. I almost got us both killed.
And that's exactly why I want you. I wouldn't even think to try.
Yes, you would.
It's turning out to be a bit like flipped, you know. Sam was the one who was burdened with conscience so much earlier, and Dean was the one who went a bit far. And now it's the other way around.
She should be hunting. Take her.
Oh, baby.
But I already got my car set up how I like it. I should hit the road.
He doesn't want baby. Yeah, I mean, it is Dean's baby, after all.
It was really good to see you again, Dean.
This is not gonna last. There is no way this is gonna last. Okay, so that was episode 1 of season 6 of Supernatural. Enjoyable. It is a different vibe, for sure. It would be... like, I'm a bit torn, because it could be interesting if Dean stayed here, with Lisa and Ben. At the same time, I don't think he will, because like if you limit yourself to staying there, the kinds of stories you can tell featuring Dean are also limited, you know? We might spend a couple of episodes with Dean there, but like unless where Lisa lives is some sort of nexus for supernatural activity, then you're gonna run out of stuff to do very, very rapidly. And if you run out of stories around there of Dean being like a normal person, then you no longer have a reason to check in on Dean. And like, it's about Dean and Sam, this show, so that's not gonna fly. I don't think Dean might be here a couple of episodes, but I don't think it's gonna last. So I think that this means that the cliffhanger from last episode, where we saw Sam just at the end outside looking in on Dean and Lisa and Ben, I think that was right after, basically like just, I don't know, a day or like a small amount of time after the fight. And then he walked away and, you know, resumed life, hunting and so on, without Dean, because he wanted Dean to have that. And then now we check in, a year has passed. So, Samuel is back. Didn't expect that whatsoever. Where the hell did he come from? And where the hell did he come from? you know? Like, and he's up to no good as well. He's up to something fishy. Because why else would he capture the female djinn there? Like, he's up to something. And the other Campbells know about it because they're in on it. They're helping him. Sam, I don't know if he knows. I don't think he does. And Dean obviously doesn't. He's not privy to any information here. So that's obviously going to be a huge feature of this season. And, well, basically why Sam and Samuel is back. Sam, I get that he would be brought back. That God could do that for Sam because it's special. But Samuel? No, I don't buy that. And just bringing him to present day, because he died in the late 70s, right? Or something like that. So that makes me really suspicious as to what brought back Samuel, and if the same thing brought back Sam, and what the motivation is. Like, it's an interesting story. I'm curious to see where that goes. Sam is also acting strangely. And I don't know why. It might just be the company he keeps. Because, like, I remember that when the mystery spot episode with the trickster, when the trickster was trying to show Sam what life would be like without Dean, Sam felt like he had to go dark mode, kinda, and become more ruthless and so on. And maybe that's what's happening here, because Dean has not been in the picture, and that's what Sam's doing. So he's becoming more ruthless, more heartless, because he was being he was on multiple occasions in this episode being a bit of a dick. So if it's just that, or if it's something related to hell, because he doesn't want to talk about it, I don't know, because hell really affected Dean, after all. Anyways, we're off to a good start here, and I can't wait to get back to it and see where it goes next. But that is for a different day. For today, I'm done, and I thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.